the world as a blind person. Lauren Glassberg joins us with this story, and it sounds fabulous.
And by seeing the world, we really mean experiencing life as a blind person would. And that really means relying on your other senses to such a greater degree. This exhibition at the South Street Seaport is both educational and provocative.
You go through the exhibition in total darkness. You can't see anything at all.
And that's not an exaggeration. Dialogue in the dark does begin in the light, where you're given canes. Then you enter the immersion room, where the lights soon go down, all the way down.
We're going to visit some of Manhattan's most memorable places in total darkness.
You can see our guide Keith and us thanks to our camera's night vision, but we can't see a thing. And we rely on Keith and our other senses to get us through the next hour. We're told there's nothing dangerous about this tour, but we're still worried about tripping and falling. One stop along the way, a grocery store. Imagine shopping for items you can't see. Here, it's all about touch.
I'd like to go back to the snack food aisle.
All kidding aside, this is incredibly challenging, but our guide encourages us along until the very end when the lights come back up. Our vision restored, and that's when we finally get to see our guide, who is visually impaired. His world looks like this, and he hopes this experience is educational for us.
I like to talk to people about what's your takeaway? What are you going to take away from this experience when you encounter a blind or partially sighted person on the street?
All the guides are visually impaired or blind, and in this exhibition, we rely on them to be our eyes. An incredible turning of the tables, and they help us to see what we're also capable of.
It's extremely satisfactory for the visitor as they end because they realize what they just accomplished in the dark.
And maybe it will encourage people to become a little more empathetic. Dialogue in the Dark opens this weekend. Tickets range from $23 to $28 depending on your age and the time you go. It is recommended for kids 7 and up because younger kids won't do so well with all the darkness.
Right.
Because it is
How did
pitch
you
black.
feel going through that?
I
Was
was
it scary?
terribly afraid.
Yeah.
Were you?
My first couple steps, I was sure I was going to fall. And it's very safe. You're not going to fall, but you're just out of your realm.
Yeah.
And you have to really trust your guide and feel.
Right. What a
Oh,
great
I think
experience.
that's such a smart
It's very
example.
enlightening.
Yeah. I think it's something that students should really go and check out.
I think they
You
get
know?
a lot out of it. Yeah.
Great class trip. Okay,
Thanks,
Lauren,
Lauren.
thank you.
Still ahead on Eyewitness News, you always hear that children and the elderly should get flu shots.
Well,